Hey, what up, guys? Recently, I just got a new cylinder off of eBay. It's the G5 Groovy cylinder. It's supposed to be iron sleeved. I paid about $33 for it. And yeah, I want to show you the difference. The difference between a Zeta and the G5 cylinder. So by looking at these three cylinders, the one on the left are Zeta, the one on the right is the Groovy. And they're both 47 millimeter. Well, actually, I don't know. They're supposed to be 47 millimeter, but the Groovy looks a lot smaller, and it has the same piston that the Zeta takes. By looking at the Zeta, you would think it's like a 48 millimeter sleeve cylinder, but it's not. It's supposed to be a 47 millimeter. I don't have my calipers or whatever to actually measure, but by looking at it, it's a lot smaller the Groovy is, which is better because it gives the piston, what is it called, tighter piston clearance, which will give you more compression, and your rings are less prone to failure. And another thing, by looking at the Groovy, you can see it has the walled transfers, and the Zeta has a lot bigger transfers. And by looking down here, see how the cylinder base height is a lot higher than the Zeta? So the cylinder actually sits up a couple millimeters higher. And also the base height is a little bit higher on the Groovy. See that right here? Okay, sorry about that. I'm getting a little sick. It's winter time. Snowing out pretty bad. And another thing about the Groovy that's different is that the intake is more square than the Zeta. Yeah, these are ported engines. I mean, ported cylinders. And also the side has those dots. The Zeta doesn't. The exhaust is more square than the Zeta. See that? Yeah, I actually haven't ran this yet. Pretty curious to see how it will work and run. I mean, with sleeve cylinders, you're supposed to run different piston rings, but I'm just gonna run the stock rings. See how it goes. I mean, if it breaks, my mistake. But yeah, I mean, look at that. Zeta looks so much bigger. I mean, you would think bigger, more power, right? But that's not true because these use the same piston. Here, let me show you. Yeah, this piston came from there. Yeah, look, same piston. Yeah, and it's actually a lot easier to put the piston in the Zeta than it is the Groovy. Yeah, Groovy also has the G4 cylinder, but that's not iron sleeved. But the exhaust has like a little bar that runs in it, and the transfers still have the wall transfers. Oh, and another thing, I forgot to tell you. the transfers are like at an angle, which is weird. I don't know how that's gonna affect performance. I mean, it's not a factory mistake by looking at it. See that, how it's at an angle? And Zetas aren't. Yeah, so I'm really curious to see how this is gonna work. And the way to tell to see if your cylinder is sleeved, you just use the magnet. See how that sticks? Yeah, with sleeve cylinders, they should last a lot longer. The normal chrome cylinders, just, you know how you'll get like a month out of it, you start looking and start seeing like flaking and stuff. Like this is a lot better. You see all that? Yeah, engine will be running fine, but it just starts to flake. And this is non-sleeve. See how the magnet, it's not sticking? Sticks. Doesn't stick. Yep, that's about the best comparison I can show you. Oh, and the Zeta cylinder, you see how it's flush right here? Groovy. It's not. So yeah, it's a nice little update. I mean, I had to do a couple things, like on the intake they had a little bit of the sleeve was coming up into the intake, so I had to grind it down. I don't know if you can see it a little bit on the edges where I still got to get it. Yeah, you see it. But yeah, once I get the cylinder installed, I'll do another video and show you. I just wanted to show you, because a lot of people don't even know about these cylinders. You kind of actually have to search for it on eBay to actually find it. But yeah, I will update it once I get it installed on my bike.